Quick lab game before we run this franchise game.
What's good, everybody? Here's your boy, Shane Duke Jackson. That is good. With another episode. What's good, everybody? Here's your boy, Shane Duke.
Is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
I think the only thing that really popping was really he started becoming.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. From the 10.
What was that like? You guys have any wild stories from being on forward?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
I have a couple of them I can't talk about. They're in the book, but one is, I remember we were, what was it again? I don't remember city we was in, and the dude was going on everybody's door. That's a true thing happening. Dude was knocking on
from the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Where's my wife? Where's my wife? So we come in the phone, like, hey man, dude, I've been looking for his phone.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
From an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Got her off the floor.
Second down and 7.
Got him off the floor, and then they made, then they threw her out when he finished having his
Garoppolo now.
So, yeah, that's a real story. That was
he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
And Ice-T probably was the only one, East Coast, yes, you had people like that. And then first BDP out, you had Just Ice. You know what I mean? But you didn't have it as a mainstream thing. When they hit hard with that mainstream reality rap is what it was called. That was a freight train, dog, tearing up everything. And when I tell you the parties were way off the hook, I tell you the tours was way off the hook.
Yeah. Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Yeah. I think the youngest was around maybe like Coca and Q. Before Q had that. They were Q, I don't think, and we were barely in our 20s. We were like 21, 19, 20, 21 on a powerhouse lake. But the oldest person around you is like 26 years old. That's like your OG. The youngest
a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
So you can imagine how wild it is.
Yeah, no real.
Give it to Allen. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
He didn't understand, the language we were speaking because You know, he come from an era where, you know, when you heard songs like from the Mac,
time to start going in the other direction as they come up now.
You know, when you come in here and call 187,
to throw his press down.
And who's going to call it?
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
Well,
they do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Chaos and KMG, you know, who's hustling in the streets. You know, we wanted to symbolize being like against the establishment, but more so we wanted to actually solidify doing different music. So we wanted to be above the regular, above the actors, above the, you know.
Now Prescott.
Throwing names around like that,
and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. And somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
So a lot of the records that we kind of cold and we didn't say it much long. Like 18 yards is the mega.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Yeah, but just say, we're just going to say it's a goal line. And leave it at that.
How did Above the Line come together? How did you guys all meet?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. Kick it away.
We all grew up together at the moment. And then we added,
and he'll just take a seat in the drive to get at the 25-yard line.
And DJ Cass, we went to middle school and high school together. We didn't form the group until we were like, you know, late teenagers, and then we met. Go back, and we met Laylaw. We met, and you know, then we brought cocaine into the fold, and that's when it formed. Probably in '88. The actual group performed. We were always friends.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
Okay, so in the
NWA, we sat in meetings with coaches, and they used the term complementary football. Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
And
see if they can recoup and recover.
That's another law.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
First drop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So you guys got to fight first?
Yeah, we got to fight first. Like the celebrity theater. Yeah, me and him had a fight because we had an interview with LA Times. LA Times
gonna try and throw on 3rd.
What's the sound? What signature is what?
This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. He finds some open field here.
We talk about can we go
and finally out of bounds all the way down to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Flipped the ball, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
On the interview, he said, Jack, niggas from Pomona should only talk about the freeway because that's the only
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
He said, hey, man, did you get the LA Times?
Mitchell.
Said, no, man, you gotta see it.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Real, homie. I said, if I see him at night, I'm going to fuck him up. So we
back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
It's us, low profile, and gang stars. First show we ever had was K-Day show. They stole these K-Day shows, high school and colleges, Friday night jam.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
It's our first concert.
Toward the pylon,
so
caught. Touchdown,
Elijah
Mitchell, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I got problems with
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, and they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
With the security rush, he said, acting crazy. We don't have a problem with it. They take him to dub. So, mind you, as I told you earlier, Cube was our partner. It's like, how dare you say
so we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
So, he come back into my dressing room and say, what's up? As soon as he say, what's up?
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And throwing, slinging, and then all the security rush. So, by the time Speed you up in New York, the rumor gets back, Brother Love, jump, Q. It really was me and him fighting.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So, we see each other going to the pimp, right? When we face off,
here's Prescott.
Right in the middle of the center.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Because they put it all on us.
Now Prescott.
Because after the fact,
through right side, taken in by Gallup. And he will be very close to a 1st down. But I see the closed fist to the referee. And that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If they would just holler at us like, man, what went down? We heard y'all jumping or whatever. Like, nah, it's a head up fight. If we want to get a head up again, we can get that. You know what I mean?
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Collectively, all y'all beating at each other.
Again to Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Yeah, we watched it that night, but when all the stuff started rolling out, it was like, they jumped the homie, and then, it's like that.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando, and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper.
They always talk about
this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
You got to mind you, rap contract
from the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And
that is incomplete. Those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space, trying to get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Because we look at it real. Even though we street dude, we don't look at it like, you know what I'm saying? We look at it
like that. Offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
The way stuff is now, you know everything. You got access to all the things.
Looking for cover.
Thank you, baby.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted a touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
You know, every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity, but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone.
Yeah,
that allows the
fucked
defense
up.
to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Q was getting fucked. He was left. No, it's just what he saw in the paperwork wasn't fair to him. Everybody else decided to sign the unfair paperwork. When it came to renegotiations, Jerry Heller
felt
the
give. Now Garoppolo looks to
we
throw.
don't want to give.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's a pretty quick right there. That ball was in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route, moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
You're not signing a temptation down to the
man is Juwan Jennings. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
We took the opportunity to come to New York, because we could still be selling those gangbanging in prison, and you never know about a brother. Okay? And so can everybody else in there. From
ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
If he doesn't walk through with it, it's hard for us to say that. You can say, Dr. Dre's a billionaire. So what? He could have been still stuck over in Lonzo. Him and Yeller could have been still with the wrecking crew.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
88, 87, 86. So
here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
It wouldn't have never mattered. That's right. Absolutely. You wouldn't get no death row. You wouldn't get no soccer connection. Yeah. And the list goes on.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
As a form of music, like you look at it as being a brilliant thing.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
It's just when people
flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Excellent.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
But I still get with the state.
They'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that is intercepted on the sideline.
Nope.
No, they'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gallup and Charles Davis.
When at the end of the day,
Back,
Jerry
Charles
Hill
and I
would sit in my
settled in the
thing,
booth ready
and
for
he'd be like, well, you really are, you did this, you busted this,
set
and
and
all
ready to
this.
go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
But that was
And a fair catch, signaled for and taken
it was
successfully.
like Disneyland there versus the 360 deals that the corporates are doing now. You talking about bucket people.
Oh, it's criminal.
Oh,
Game
man.
is criminal. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how big these people change is. It's criminal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on first and 10.
You got to check.
Elliott.
That's why.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's a little hard, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Basically, follow the same movement that we do.
On second and 9,
we
Prescott.
value ourselves.
He finds his target at Schultz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Incomplete on a deep ball.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
One thing I can say about Eazy-E is Eazy-E never wavered, and if Eazy-E was wrong, he made it right.
Dak and the offense still out there. They're going to go for it. Now Prescott on fourth down.
Oh, man, come on now.
And they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
And because of that experience that we had with them, it taught us so much about points, mechanicals, loyalty,
first and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Sponsorship. If we didn't ever
They'll
have
try
that
the left
experience,
side.
it's the same
Mitchell,
thing.
and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
I think Rufus has a stigma that everybody got first at Rufus.
On play action,
To me, it's not true. I understand everybody's contract, but I know we all signed
Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for
I
the
guess he got
sack.
one signed. You know what
We
I
are
mean?
seeing
And
two
they
really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long.
Why you fucking? No, you signed a contract that said,
Brings it to Jennings.
you know what I mean?
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
When Scotty Pippen was playing with Jordan, he was like the number 2 player in the game. He was like the
Damn, good shit.
lowest paid
And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on third down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Because when it came time
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
The tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now first and 10 at the 11. Now Garoppolo.
You know, it wasn't friendly, but now it's cool. People can
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing or a run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps, you don't fit the run quite as well, because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
But you signed the basic, just get in the door. Yeah, if you signed the basic contract, and you actually
throw on 3rd and long.
That's what
that is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
You understand?
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
When you got the level that you got for playing, you got to go in and fix this, because if not, you have a whole career taking short. That's what you expect. You know, being that he was a big
after the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
When he wins just to be up against Eric
this one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
You always have to negotiate because you have to stay. Dre and Josh decided to leave because it wasn't fair to them. They felt like they'll have a better run with actually going and starting.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave a great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Man, you know, I appreciate you guys, you know what I'm saying? I know you guys been in the game a long time, man. 2 West Coast legends. You know, you guys been around a lot of people.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You know, the era of the early 90s.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Murder State, Murder City, top 10. But besides that, we also had an outlet for hip-hop.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
I don't care where you're at.
They'll run with Elliott.
Good shot.
Not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
California, so so we grew up here, and, you know, we had all types of different scenes. You know, we had the scene.
Prescott.
He had the dope D-boy scene. He had the hip-hop scene. So
wide open, Amari Cooper.
we started,
and he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
But,
A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Every defensive staff works on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play.
Good shit.
Offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
So we'll zoom past that number there. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott.
Good D.
His throw is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A lot of people didn't know that, but years later, as you know,
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Can you get excited about that a little bit?
Yeah. Actually, my father's Jerry.
Prescott to throw it.
I'm Jerry, Buddy Long Jr.
Quick slant, he's got Elliott. They're working down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Just my imagination, by the temptation. Papa wasn't.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Motown, you know, as a ranger, composer, and writer. So music was always embedded in our DNA.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
That's our blood.
Okay, that's what's up.
Not to make it so simple, but we grew up having music around us all.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Our legacy stuff.
Now Elliott. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Some of the greatest people we just named in the history of R&B. So
one man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and
Did
goal.
you guys automatically just draw the music as kids, and you guys wanted to rap and to sing? And
I was on a musician, even if we both played instruments.
They'll try again with Elliott. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Ooh, good D.
Well, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Good game, cuz. Good game.
Time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the run.
Yeah, time or no time. Why not just take the run and even the score?
But that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you go onside kick or just try and put.
So we truly came up.
Good game, bro. Good game.
I think they would have backed that as well. You know, they didn't really understand hip hop at the time because they came back.
It's a good warm up. You had to let our nuts hang.
Composers, writers, and
Time for the lead
we were
game.
taught to be writers, composers, musicians, artists like that. We wasn't really. We kind of when we rap took off, we kind of started gravitating to hip hop. So that's how that unfolded. That's why the music that we do was more musical because of our background first.
so you guys always knew what you want to do with your life from the very beginning.
No. We knew we had an interest in music, but just like young kids in the 80s, we were subjected to all kind of craziness.
That
was
suppression.
Yeah.
You know.
So I would say we was only caught up in the streets because our peers were, and at the time, that was like the end thing to be about, and then where we from, that's all that was there. It wasn't like an outlet for music.
Right.
When we were hella young, in that era, it wasn't a lot of outlets for music out of Pomona. You know what I mean? You either were squared up or you was on the other side of the tracks. You know.
Right.
So no, we didn't really know until I didn't know until I was caught up in the streets so heavy that I could use music as an escape out of the streets. You know, that's when I kind of gravitated back to the music. You know.
At what point did you guys take music serious?
I would say when I was like 14 years old. You know, because my grandmother put me in a jazz band, and I used to play trumpet. So I used to listen to all kind of music in the household. We would have blues, jazz, 70s, R&B. You know, but I didn't take it serious. You know what I mean? That was
a recreation part.
It was just my turning point was actually when I was 14 years old, and I used to be a battle rapper. You know, I could sing at the same time, but I used to, it was more. I was a b-boy. You know, and that in the 80s they say MC now, but we used to use b-boy.
Right.
And I started, rapping battle rapping at school, so to speak. And then it just took off, and it got serious. And I used to watch him a lot, do his things at different talent shows, concerts.
Yeah.
He was doing it for a minute. He had a different name for a group. It was a different set of people.
Mm-hmm.
And it just inspired me, man, because, we also used to rap with we used to call them the girlies back then, you know what I'm saying? And staying fresh, and it was just appealing to me because it already caught my
Jump back in for the lead game.
Watching Curtis Blow,